if God gave us instructions in our own land. When you're in your own land, you do what the Most High says. But when you're in captivity, you can't do what the Most High says. Only thing you can do is try to do what you can do. Other than that, you cannot do what He asked, because when He first took our ancestors out of first Egypt, He said, let them go where they can come out here and make a sacrifice unto me. I mean, it's plain and simple. But when you are not Hebrew, and you can pound away at them and they still come back and say the same dumb shit, that has to tell you that the word is not for them. He said the secret thing belongeth to the Lord, but those things which are revealed belong to His children. And if one cannot understand that, you are not His child. You can claim it all you want to. You can dress up in all these cartoons, those cartoons, whatever they are. I mean, those suits they put on. I mean, it's some of the craziest stuff that they be doing, and that does not make you the Most High's child. You can try all you want to. It has to be in your DNA. Do you guys remember when Moses had the children of Israel out in the wilderness, and the serpents came? Moses had a stick in his hand, and it had two serpents intertwining like they were there going round and round. Y'all see, as a matter of fact, they got the same symbol on the ambulance. On the medical ambulances, they have that stick with two serpents on it. But now think about this right here. This is something that I just want you to think about. If you read the story, Moses asked them to look up on that stick that he had in his hand. But now, if you think about this right here now. Have you guys ever seen pictures of the strand of a person's DNA, how it woves like from side to side, like that? Doesn't that remind you of a DNA strand? A person's DNA strand? See, because Israel has the same DNA. They do. They have the same DNA. Why? Because they came from the same God. But Moses told him, hey, look up on this here staff. The one that looked upon it, they were saved. The one that didn't, those snake bit them. But my sister and brother, all I'm saying is you have to have the DNA of the Most High. You have to. If not, you're not His. You can dress up in clown suits. You can do all these things. You can talk about, well, I know how to speak Hebrew. I'm reading the book of Enoch. I read the Dead Scrolls. Listen, you can do all that stuff too, but you're still not his children. And then I'm going to deal with that too later on in the teaching here. But let's go forward here. We're in Joshua, the 23rd chapter. And we're going to leave Joshua and go to the book of Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Because we got to show you how God deals with one man. God is not dealing with all these people that's talking all that shit on the internet, talking about this and that. God has one person. One person who He's dealing with. Now, let's look at Jeremiah. The first chapter. Let's look at verses 4 through 10. It said, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, behold, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. See that? He said, I ordained you to be a prophet before the nation, even before you came out. If you look at it from the natural perspective of a farmer having seed, he looked at that seed. He said, I know I have this seed right here, but God has a deeper look and a deeper understanding about that seed. God can look at that seed and know everything about that seed, everything that seed gonna do, everything that seed gonna think, everything that seed might want to do. I mean, God knows all that even before He put the seed in the womb already. And he already done prepared for the extent of the journey. Even though the seed may not even know that it is capable of making the whole journey. But God has already prepared you for it. It's right in the pages. But you got all these out here talking about I'm Hebrew this and then even talking about their priests. They have went to the extent. They're just telling people all these lies, leading them down a dark road, trying to get their hands in their pockets. Trying to have all these wives. All these things they are doing, and then saying that they're doing it in the name of the Most High, and the Most High is not even talking to them. The Most High is not talking to them. And the only one that had these wives was Jacob, King David, and Solomon them. That's all. They was in a place of authority. We don't have anybody in a place of authority now. God has a watchman that he's conveying with back and forth. But all these others talking about their priests and all that, no. No, God does not have any priests. Now, let's go a little further here. He says, then said Allah, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak. See that? For I am a child. But the Lord said unto him, say not I'm a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send. See that? And whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. It's right in the pages. See that? That's why I tell you guys all the time. I don't care what book they're talking about they done read. I don't care. That's their business. I'm getting all my instructions from the Most High. I don't search the web and ask anybody for no help. Whatever I can't pronounce, I just do the best I can and keep on going. But none of my listeners have any problem about understanding what I'm saying. They all, say, well, I clearly understand what you're saying. Even though I can't pronounce the word exactly, they can. But they know what I'm saying. Now, let's go a little further here. He said, then the Lord, this is verse 9. He says, let's read verse 8. He said, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my word in thy mouth. See that? He said, see, I have this day set thee over the nations. See that? And over the kingdoms to root out, to pull down, to destroy, to throw down, to build, and to plant. See that? God said, I'll put you. See that? In this dispensation of time, the Most High is saying to Jeremiah, this is where I put you at. And you're going to be over kingdoms. They're going to have to listen to you. God does not change his program. He does not. Now let's go a little further here. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 51. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Pretty much the same thing. Isaiah 51. Let's read verse 16. It says here. Well, let's read 15 and 16. It says, but I am the Lord, thy God, that divided the sea, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is his name. I have put my word in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of thy hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. It's right in the pages. God deals with one man. God is not telling everybody out there. I keep on stressing over and over. God is not telling all these people out here. They're just doing stuff. God is not telling them a damn thing, because he would have to change everything that he has already wrote. And God don't change. Now let's go a little further here. Let's go to Ezekiel 33. I'm watching, my brothers and sisters. This is where we're at now. Ezekiel 33, it says, again the word, this is verse 1. Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, I will bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman. See that? For their watchman. He says, if when he seeth the sword cometh upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of a trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take any away, his blood shall be upon his own hand. He heard the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. He says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. See, God is saying that he wants the watchman to warn the people. One. He has one that is over all. Look what he says here now. He says, verse 7. So thou son of man, I have set thee. See that? One can't do it himself. The Most High has to do it. You can't do it yourself. I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, thou shalt hear the words of my mouth. That's why I stress to you guys, when they come and talking that bullshit about it, read this book, I don't pay that shit no attention. I get my instruction from the Most High. Nobody else. I don't care what kind of book they read. They can read any book they want. I'm not reading it because I'm getting everything I need from the Most High. He says here, therefore thou shalt hear the words at my mouth and warn them for me. That's my job. Israel, behold your watchman. That's my job. My job is not to be Lord over anybody. My job is to instruct you and warn you about what is happening. And you guys that have been with us any time at all, y'all know I warned y'all about these ones that was going to come months and months ago. I warned you guys because the Most High told me they was coming. And you can see they seek us out. I don't seek them out. But if what we were saying was wrong, why are you on our page? Why are you seeking us out? Because you know that we're saying something that you are not saying. And you know what we're saying is making sense. That's why, I don't have any problem. The rib and I, we have no problem, bring you guys a message. The Most High is going to give us something. Every week, he is not going to allow you to go without at any time. Our ancestors was out in the wilderness for 40 years, and they never wanted for nothing. Their clothes was 40 years old, still intact. Their sandals was 40 years old, still intact. Their ankles and their feet never swole up at any time. But that's the Most High. Now watch this right now, my brothers and sisters. Let us go here a little further. Let's go to the book of Genesis, because I'm going to show you guys about all this knowledge that they come on our page talking about.